I guess obviously a very strong performance from the defense. Have to be very impressed with this game.
Yeah, they played well. Alberta doesn't have much of an offensive line at this point in time. I'm sure they're going to get better, but they got some young kids in there that kind of got thrown to the wolves tonight, and that's going to be an issue for them all year for sure. We kind of thought that way going in, but you never know until you go play. But our guys dominated them for sure, and they had a hard time getting anything going.
And it's one thing to on paper, but to see the guys not take it for granted and know that they still have to come out and dominate that way is positive as well.
Yeah, well, I knew we were going to be more intense tonight, and we were going to play with more emotion. We had a pretty good first half. I wasn't terribly thrilled with our second half performance on offense, but it's tough. We did put some other people in, but I think the other guys that went in can play too, and we just didn't get any momentum going and didn't finish anything in the second half.
One of the stars on defense, obviously, Travoy Martinez, had to be pretty impressed with him.
Yeah, he's a good football player. We knew that from the minute we put him out at corner, and he's still learning, but he can bring it, and he's going to help us on returns, and he's a good football player.
Do you think, too, the defensive line, Zach Hart seems to kind of take over that game at times maybe and lead the way?
Yeah, those guys are strong. I mean, they're all fourth and fifth year guys, and they're good football players, but again, they were playing against a whole bunch of first year and second year Alberta offensive linemen, and we know it's going to get a lot tougher, but those guys are good players, and they get after it every week. We can always count on them.
Well, Jeremy Andrew had a very nice game for you.
Yeah, we were pleased to see Jeremy. He kind of had a 5.5-yard average in the few carries he had 2 years ago. He runs hard, and that's important right now. He's not the breakaway guy that Dex was, but right now he can make that first cut, and he runs hard, and I thought Jerry had a great game tonight.
And you cleaned up your penalties, I thought?
Yeah, a little bit. I mean, we had a couple of URs at the end of the game, which maybe if it was a tight game, I don't know that they would have been called or not, but we got to clean them up a little bit more, and we made one mistake at special teams, and we would have really had them in jail in the first half.
Seemed like you guys got roughed up a bit. A couple plays, no flags in a couple situations. Did you have any concerns there?
I don't know. I don't want to say anything about it until I watched the film. I thought there was a couple URs, and they missed a couple things, but it's